Codex with GPT 5.3 or Claude Opus 4.6. Nobody is telling you which one you should actually start with. So in this video, I tested both on real developer tasks. I built in apps, debugging code, and design systems. To answer one simple question, Codex CLI or Claude Code. I'm comparing two similar plans, which is $20 per month. So if you're a new developer and you want to start with any of these tools, I recommend you watch this video until the end. As you could see at the left, I have Claude, the latest Opus model. At the right terminal, I have Codex CLI. Let me quickly upgrade it to the latest version. Okay, and as you could see at the right hand side, I have Codex CLI. So let's use the GPT 5.3 model. Simply write /command model. And then from the drop down, select GPT 5.3 Codex. And then after that, hit the enter button. Then you would need to select reasoning level. The higher level, the longer model will think. I will pick the default one, medium. However, you always can change it later. Okay, let's start with our first task. I'm going to build a full stack to-do application, and this is my simple requirements. Intentionally using simple prompts because this is the way how newly developers going to use these AI tools. Okay, I've started both AI coding assistants at the same time, and let's see how fast they can build the application. From the first glance, seems Codex a little faster. Of course, it's due to the fact that we select default reasoning model, and Claude Code, before actually started to write in the code, gave us this comprehensive plan. This, I think, incredibly useful for the beginner and advanced developers, because if you notice that in plan something wrong, you can ask Codex to adjust it, and only after that continue the work. Okay, I allow to Claude Code start building the application. And let's wait who will build it faster. Yes, from the pricing perspective, both of these tools looks kind of the same. However, you will see in my demo that they're actually different, and the main difference you will notice in limitations. By limitation, I mean how fast your AI coding tool will ask you to start using API, and usually for API calls you pay separately. If you don't want to use API, you will need to wait when your limit will be refreshed. So as you could see, both tools are still working on my to-do application. Let me speed up the process a little bit. As you could see, Claude Code finished faster. It took around 4 minutes to finish the full stack web application. Codex is still working, so let's give it a couple of minutes and then compare the results. Okay, Codex spent around 6 minutes, 2 minutes slower than Claude. Both of the tools provide good instruction how to start the application. So as you could see at the left screen, Claude used around 30k tokens and Codex around 24k tokens. So let's check the final result and see which application looks better. Okay, as you could see left hand side, I have a to-do application from Claude, and on the right hand side, I have the to-do application from Codex CLI. And I think from the first glance, Codex looks better. Let's check if everything is working fine. Claude doesn't apply any validation to the form fields, whilst Codex apply some simple validation for the form fields. I think this is great. Okay, seems the REST functionality is working fine. We had small issue with the Codex version, but it was simple issue that Codex fixed pretty quick. And as you could see, everything is working. But I like the UI of Codex version more than Claude version. Well, I would say if you care about the final result, I would choose Codex. But if you care about planning phase and speed, probably I would choose Claude. Okay, now let's test the debugging. I'm going to move backend folder to kind of remove a backend part of the application. Then I'm going to ask both these AI tools to figure out what was happened and why my application doesn't work anymore. And let's see how they can handle this task. Okay, I'm going to use the same prompt for both. Let's give it a couple of minutes and see if they can solve the problem. Okay, Claude spot the issue faster, and it's already fixed the issue. Took just 31 seconds for Claude and only 4k additional tokens. Codex still working. It also spot the issue and fixed it. Took around a minute for Codex, so not so big difference. And both AI solved the problem. Let's see how many tokens Codex used. Oh, Codex actually used around 16,000 tokens to spot the issue. So for the debugging part, definitely Claude is winning, at least for this example. So in my next example, I'm going to try architecture task. Basically, I want both AI consume the code base. I want to increase the context and see how well they will analyze the code base and what they will suggest to improve. Okay, Claude Code finished task within 30 seconds and Codex a little slower. And as you could see, The structure and the styling of Claude Code suggestion looks great. Codex suggestion also looks great, but from the first glance look like it's less granular than Claude. But overall, I think both of these AI did great job. So for this task, I would say they are pretty much the same. The main differences are formatting and granularity. Now I'm going to use another real case example when we need to migrate project, for example, from Monolith to Microservices. So I ask both AI to create a plan and suggest rollout strategy. And let's see the result. And as you could see, this time Codex gave the answer faster, but the difference is about 10 seconds. Let's compare the plans and actions. I would say Claude AI did a better job. Codex plan and items to do really concise. And the Claude version is really descriptive with a lot of details. It even includes the structure of future project, including diagrams and to do. So I would say for this task, Claude Code is definitely better. So in terms of the context, at the beginning, Codex works better, use less tokens. Now it's actually use more tokens than Claude Code. Now let's try one more real case example. We need to convert this application into PHP, and let's see how both of these AI can handle this task. I would say in the past it was pretty complicated to this kind of things for developers, but nowadays it's so easy and so fast, and you will see it in about 5 minutes. What I really like about Claude Code, it always starts with a plan, even if you don't ask about it, whilst Codex usually start action immediately. Of course, we can improve the prompt and ask Codex also create a plan before start, but I think if you're a beginner developer, probably won't aware of this kind of things. So I would add additional points to Claude for this approach. Okay, Codex finished the task. It took around 2 minutes for Codex. Let's wait for Claude and see how long does it take for Claude. What I like in Codex, without calling the status, you see how much context left at the bottom right corner. I think it's pretty useful because if you notice early that context almost full, you can ask Codex to summarize everything and refresh the context. However, Claude do these kind of things automatically. That's why it's another cool stuff that Codex has. It's not obvious, but definitely useful. Okay, it seems Claude Code is finished the work. It took around 3 minutes, but the task is done. Let's quickly check if everything is working and then continue with the next task. Claude AI has a couple of issues in the project. Let me ask to fix it first, then test the application. Seems Codex also has the issue. Let's ask Codex to fix the issue as well. And both things are working fine. So both of these AI made mistake for this task, but overall, I think conversion part is almost the same for both. Okay, let's try another task. This time we are going to check how well these AI tools can read images and if they're capable to convert image into working web application. I don't expect miracles here, but let's try and see. So what I'm going to do, I will provide a screenshot of Daily.dev web page, and I'm going to ask Claude and Codex CLI to create for me web application based on this screenshot. But before they actually will do the task, let's make sure they suggest the plan. And once we confirm the plan, they can continue the work. Let's also make sure that both of these AI creates new folders, because as you could see, I run different tasks in the same folders. It's not ideal. That's why we have to give extra instruction in order to make sure AI coding assistants don't mess up with the previous code. Okay, this is my simple prompt. Let's start a new project, create it in a new folder. This is test task. Before start, give the plan. I provide the screenshot of web page. I want AI analyze it, create a plan, and build websites based on this screenshot. This is an example of my screenshot. As you could see, I have left column here. I have cards and other elements. Okay, let's get started and see how fast these models can provide us the answers. As you could see, Codex provides the plan already. This is a top-level plan without extra granularity. However, I think it's good enough to start building something. And at the left-hand side, as you could see, Claude is asking additional questions before it starts writing the plan. And I think this kind of things for new developers quite essential, because time to time our prompt could be too vague, and in order to make sure that we've got exactly what we want, we have to be explicit enough. And these additional questions from Claude actually very helpful. Okay, I don't want to waste time of Codex, so I will ask Codex to start first. And for Claude Code, let's waiting for the plan. Okay, plan is ready for Claude. Let's ask it to start working on the plan. And as you could see, Claude AI and Codex are working on my simple web application. So basically right now they are trying to create kind of clone of Daily.dev, and let's see how well they can do it based on the screenshot. Okay, Codex has finished the work, and let's check for the result. So as you could see, at the end, both AI usually provide the instruction how to run the project. Simply follow the instruction. I'm going to test Codex web application first because Claude is still working. Codex finished their project within about 2 minutes. So let's see for the result. Okay, let me start the server and let's open the browser. And as you could see, this is my web page based on the screenshot. Keep in mind that Codex didn't implement anything related to backend. So it's just HTML template without any backend logic. So nothing is working here, but we can see the layout is pretty solid. It is not 100% copy, but pretty close. I'm going to ask Codex to add backend functionality. Again, I want to be explicit here because I want to see what Codex can produce when new developers give a vague instruction. Okay, both of tools almost finished. Let's check the Codex version if it's actually adding any functionality. So, and as you could see, now we can click on certain things on the page. So there is some backend for this web application. It is not fully functional application yet. You still have to provide a lot of instructions in order to make it work. However, basic principle is here. So as you could see, by providing just a screenshot and a vague instruction, you can create a replica of the application. But like I said, don't expect miracles. It is not identical copy. Okay, it seems Claude also finished its work. Let's check the web application and see what Claude produced for us. Let me start the server and open the browser with web application. And here we go, this is the result. As you could see, it is not exactly as Daily.dev, but pretty close. The basic functionality is here and seems it's working. I would say in terms of interface, both of AI produce quite similar results. In my personal view, Claude produced a little better version because it has some effects on the hover, it implements search and filters. Claude also attached some images to our cards. That is why visually the application looks a bit better. So I would say Claude did a bit better job in terms of planning, execution and final result. However, the difference is not that big. Okay, let's try the last example. This time I'm going to ask both AIs to create a Mario game. Again, I don't provide additional instructions. My idea here is to imitate beginner vibe coders who usually doesn't provide a lot of details. As you could see, Codex has finished its work. This time it's used Python language and it took around 2 minutes to finish the work. Claude Code also finished the work. So let's test the Codex version first and see how the game looks like. I'm following the instructions to start the server and then open the local host inside my browser and let's see how it looks like our game. And as you could see, this is our Mario game. This version made by Codex. As you can see, it doesn't work properly. I don't see my character. The basic functionality is like moving to the left, jumping, moving to the right is working, but I can't reach the coins. And I also don't see the surface where I'm walking. And the person that I'm playing doesn't look like Mario. So it's kind of working, but definitely requires some fixes before you actually can play the game. Okay, now let's check the Claude version and let's see what Opus 4.6 produced for us. Simply follow the instructions to start the server and then open the local host in your browser. And as you could see, this is the Claude version. It definitely looks better. It is really looks like Mario game. So let's try to jump and move to see if everything is working. So far so good. Unfortunately, I can't reach the bricks. Let's try to fight with this monster. And as you can see, seems everything is working. There's a little flicker at the background, but overall it says working game. And I think it looks pretty good. And what's amazing, I just spent around 2 minutes to build this interactive game that you can play inside your browser. Unfortunately, I can't broke the bricks, but it's not a big issue because you can ask Claude to fix it. Let's try to touch the monster, and as you could see, I lose the game. So definitely for this task, Claude is the winner. So my final verdict will be like this. If you already have ChatGPT Plus subscription, then definitely stick with Codex. Because Codex is pretty good. It's relatively fast. It might be not that descriptive with the planning. It might need more guidance. But with trials and errors, you can get desired outcome. And the huge advantages is that Codex daily limit is much bigger than Claude daily limits. And if you have Claude AI Pro plan, then you definitely should stick with Claude because it's better for coding. It's better about planning. It is very descriptive, produce clear and well-structured code and plans. But the biggest disadvantages is that daily limit in Claude Code is really low. So in order to effectively using it, you might need to have plan $100 or $200 or use API and pay as you go. And if you don't use any of this AI yet, then I recommend you to start with Codex because Codex daily limits are bigger. And once you feel that you are ready to utilize the power of Claude Code, you can switch to Claude Code, but you need to have max plan that costs $100 or $200. Because without that plan, your life will be very miserable. You will face the limitation at the middle of the work. Believe me, it's very frustrating. And that's probably it. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments below. If you agree or disagree with me, also let me know in the comments below. I'm interested in your opinion. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. And I hope to see all of you in my next videos. Thank you. Bye.